welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Roll will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Demon Deacons kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Run it with the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is long. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to the running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. In traffic, it's Chambers. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Caught. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And the big fellow with some yards after the catch. I ain't just a blocker, coach. Look at this. I need some more opportunities to touch the pigskin. Nice work by the big fellow.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Bakes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He wants to throw it again. Out wide right, it's Allen. Touchdown, Falcons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Powers inside. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Motion from the wideout. pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Lopez wants to fire. Under pressure. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Demon Deacons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick spin on the run. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. First carry of the season for this transfer. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the snap, it's Wiggins. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Straight ahead, it's Allen. Makes his man miss.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to get it through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Lopez to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Underneath toast of coverage. Got it deep downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. On the move. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to run, it's Wiggins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Chambers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The Falcons line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No room to bring it back. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Rolls right. Caught. At the 45 on his way. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Wiggins. Pass to 6. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
The Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Wiggins. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Lopez, play action. Moves to his right. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lopez looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Deep in the end zone, it's Chambers. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker rooms, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Gamecocks able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lopez. Here comes the heat. Left side is Wiggins. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Lopez wants to fire. Out wide right, it's Carr. Makes a grab and room to run. The tag! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped right there.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw on 1st. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball
Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. And back to the air on second down. Nice play to knock that one down.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Got to make the play on fourth. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Lopez to pass. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the stick.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And now let's see what they come up with on 3rd down after that incompletion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Look out! At midfield, he's got room. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
They go play action with Lopez. Still looking to his right. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback changing the play. The play fake, Lopez. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
2nd down, gonna throw it. In the backfield, it's Allen. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. He throws one to the left. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gonna look downfield again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Oh, pressure's coming. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're